WhatsApp has brought them here. So you guys, very happy and excited because we have someone right here in the studio. Someone you should have met a long time ago, but you know, stuff happens, and we're still grateful to God to have this man. He goes on stage named Breezy. I want to say a big shout out to everyone who's made sure that he's here right now. So welcome, my brother. How are you doing? Good morning.
Thank you so much, bro. And thank God for life. You're
Yes,
here.
thank you for life. We're here. Well, black. We are tuning right now.
You too.
So you guys should get ready. This is about to be the time of your lives. Now, quickly, I'd like to introduce Breezy to you guys and tell you a little bit about the man we do have in Jesus' so that you guys can be acquainted. I'm sure you are a bit acquainted with his music, and he's been doing so much. In fact, the EP is dropped, so you guys should be ready because we're about to turn up. Now, his name is Emmanuel Odunola Thompson, also known by his stage name, which I said a bit earlier, Breezy. He's an Afrobeat musician. Now, some of these people don't like, they say they don't like to be boxed, but Breezy says he's an Afrobeat musician. He's also a Nigerian Brazilian singer, songwriter, and gifted artist, and also a movie star. Breezy dropped his EP that captivates listeners, the EP titled Balls 18, and it highlights Breezy's remarkable vocals and songwriting talent. Breezy shot 2 videos from his EP Balls 18, Fuji Rave, Lamba featuring Baba Chia, which is receiving massive airplays. Breezy just dropped new official videos of Gold Digger, which was shot in Lagos and directed by award-winning director Charles Adeyemi. It is catchy melody and heartfelt lyrics. Gold Digger is a must-have for any of the music lover. The single is poised to strike a chord with fans of all ages and musical preferences. Alright, so we do have Breezy here with the Afrocentric and South American vibes. I love that so much. Now, I'm sure you guys are here and you're attentive. Anyway, I didn't give introductions. You know who I am. Forget malaria, typhoid, messing with my brain. You know me. I don't need to make introductions. They call me Orally, the sugar daddy of Lagos, big size, teddy bear, vibes machine. And when I'm on radio, you know, I work on radio, call me the radio crew. But I'm doing so much, making sure that I'm always here, classy, demure, with all the vibes, the lives, the drives. You know how it is. But here, right beside Breezy, we are here to electrify the whole place. We do have 30 minutes to gist to him, so I'm hoping he starts from the beginning. The journey, Breezy, how did you come into music and then movies?
Wow, for me, good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
My name is Breezy, and it's nice to be here. So let me say, my dad has a church, everything started from the church, where I discovered that my family, most especially my mom, discovered me as a child, because there are many departments in the church. So somebody actually put me in that department. So I found myself playing drums, playing guitars, at some point I started using the mic. So from there, we started doing gigs, going to weddings and birthday parties, doing juju, Fuji music. But I wanted more, because actually I write my own songs and, I play guitar, I get inspired. Sometimes I sleep and in the dream, I find myself on big platform, big stage, not even just gospel alone. You understand? So I started writing my song. So there was no money, things were really difficult. So I jackpot at some point to Brazil. So I started working, have my family, my business and all. But there's still a vacuum, I got so
had to be filled up.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got depressed at some point. I didn't know what it was. So, on on 2 times, 3 times weekly, in my dream, they will sing to my ear. Then I wake up in the middle of the night, sing it on my phone. Then when I wake up, as in properly, then I develop it. So God was trying to tell me something about music. So I said, okay, since I still have my old fans, I used to drop songs in those days and put it on 2BD, all those things. So I still have my fans, the millennial, it's not the Gen Zs, but I think I look like Gen Z. I'm one too. So I go back to Nigeria. I jackpot back to Nigeria. Then I started doing. I was sending songs to Nigeria and doing it, but it wasn't that effective. You have to be here if you really want to do it. Then,
Want your stuff, yeah.
then I started planning the transition process. Then we go back. Then it's been wonderful. So I've been home for 2 years now.
Doing good music. Now, Breezy, from Nigeria to Brazil, and then from Nigeria, Brazil, back to Nigeria, and then the world. How do you do this cross-cultural journey, and how did it shape you around to be the musician that you are today?
Yes, because Brazil feel like home, like a second home for Nigerians. You know, they have our culture, the Oshun, the all our deities here, they respect it. And then it has a lot to do with their sound, which is called samba. The samba is what we call, you know, the agbamole here. So it's almost the same thing, just that the language is different. You know, music is universal. And then now, samba music, it's live music. It's groovy, not like the DJ play track one, track two. They play it live, yeah, and it's so beautiful. So I want to, you know, I started doing live before, you know, so I still do live right now. So in this official video that I just dropped, that's why I did the live section before the official video. I did it with Drestick at FOA Studio here in Lagos. Drestick, yeah. He has a very good studio for live, you know. I have a studio too, but I don't have as big as that. So that has really affected my music in a way, because I realized that music is universal. I dropped a song on Mopandoro. They love it in Brazil.
Of course.
And it was pure Yoruba and a little bit of English. So, and they love it. So that encouraged me. That reshaped the idea and the dexterity and the deep, how deep I can go when it comes to writing. You know, it has helped my lyrics, you know, the exposure, you know, and all of. Because Brazil is a place you can just walk out and see somebody with a tribal mark. You know, you see a white man trying to do Ifa and all of those things. So it never felt like I left home. So back in Nigeria now, I still feel like I still go back and forth, but right now I'm permanently home now, doing music, and thank God you are here supporting me too.
All right. Now this question I'm going to ask you, this next question is going to feel really funny, because this is the question men always ask women, but I'm asking you now. Now, in terms of music, in Afrobeat has gone far. In the world now, music from Nigeria and Africa is doing eclectically well. Now, Breezy, what do you bring to the table?
What I bring to the table is massive, because right now my sound is Fuji Fuse plus Afrobeat. You know, if you are a lover of Afrobeat, you will love Fuji vibes, because Fuji actually Afrobeat started from Fuji. It started from Were to Fuji, from Fuji to classical Fuji, from classical Fuji to Afrobeat. That's how it has been, if you see the origination. So it is not different. But right now you are going to feel the Fuji vibe in the core manner, and then the Afrobeat, which makes it very wide and big. So the sound, putting those two sounds together makes a lot of a sense and meaning. Then there's no song, there is songs that I do that I use adage. You know, adage, deep meaning, something to, you know, to carry you along. If you're a millennial, if you're a Gen Z, you're gonna love my sound, because I have dancehall, I have inspirational songs, I have love songs, I have studio freestyles, things that can make you go groovy, you know, all those things. So I have a lot I'm bringing to the table. You know, they're already giving me audience right here. You know, from my Box 18 EP that I dropped, Fuji was going, and Jago, that I'm so proud somebody took something from me and made this song also. The song that is ready now, Jago. Hey Jago, what's popping, Jago? I did that first. I dropped it last year. Then I went to Pokoli to take permission for using one of his slang. Hey Jago, hey Jago. So now he made his own version.
Okay.
So for me, it's an encouragement that somebody took something from me. So instead of fighting him, I didn't want to fight. I said, okay, I feel encouraged. Even recently at AMVCA, he was Shode was singing the song to me directly like this, and I was vibing to it, happy.
Wow.
Not until recently they brought down my own, they flagged my own. Like a few days ago, they flagged my own, because I did not flag their own song. They flagged mine. So right now, that's why I was so bitter and upset. But thank God the song is back on Audio Mac right now.
All right, that's good. Now I'm talking about the album that you just touched on, the Box 18.
Box 18, yeah.
Yes. All right. Now, how many tracks do we have on there? And it says you just dropped a video that just dropped. So I need you to expatiate more
on that,
on this album. Now, towards the end of this interview, I'm going to ask you where and how we can download it, but we're going to wait for that. But the album itself, how many songs do you have on there? What are we looking forward to? How many videos have you dropped? And which one are we pushing forward now?
The one we are pushing for right now is the single Go Digger. But about the Box 18 album, it dropped last year, November 29. So we have 6 tracks in total. We have Fuji Rave, we have Jago, we have Casablanca, we have Wedding, we have Biliki, and then we have Casablanca, making 6 tracks in total. So, and it's all getting massive airplays. So right now we are pushing the single Go Digga, which is not part of the album. So, and I shot 2 videos from the album. I shot Fuji Rave, and I shot Lamba featuring Babache, which are receiving massive airplays now.
All right, nice one. Now, between streaming numbers and crowd energy, what's your biggest flex as an artist right now? I tell people stuff, and that's why I feel very happy that you're talking about promoting music. Now, I do work on radio, and I'm very privy to a lot of radio stations. I have friends there. So I'll tell you something, promoting music is not that easy. We'll come to that, but when I hear you saying you do that, I feel very good, because a lot of people just believe in streaming and making people stream my song, but if you're not the biggest of the biggest cats right now, streaming doesn't bring all that money yet.
Yeah.
So promotion is what makes people want to hear you, especially on radio and television. So how are you going about this to make sure that your song, your voice, your sound is heard everywhere?
Yeah, we are doing our best with my team. I have the right team with me right now. Compared to when we started, I met a lot of people. People try to do shit with me, but I feel the audience more when I'm performing than the numbers. Numbers can be there, and then the real audience can be there, because numbers can be bots can just be like you are just manipulating the numbers, buying views and all of those things. That one is not really effective. Well, we can't say it's not effective like that, but I love the stage performance. I could remember going to a particular show and they wanted to start me, like, okay, let's put this guy as a starter. Do you understand that kind of energy? So yes, and I gladly accepted that. So when I gave them my energy on the set, they came back to me and said, oh, sorry, we want to have you as our major artist whenever we have a show. We are sorry to make you a starter, because this energy is bigger than to just be a starter. We needed this kind of energy in the middle of the show where things are bubbling. Do you understand that? So that encouraged me a lot. I'm talking about Industry Night, the one at Hard Rock Cafe with Odumodu Black. Yeah. I was really encouraged. But we are not giving up on promotions. That's why we are here. The visual, all these promotions are important. The radio, TV, they are really expensive. Very, very expensive.
I was talking about how he used, was it $20 million, $10 million for promotion across the world? And
yes.
You don't know, it's crazy.
People don't understand. It's crazy. It's really expensive.
We are into it, so we give you first-hand information.
And now that's why I want to work with people like Minds company, because I cannot do it alone. You understand? I'm trying my best. It's so draining, but I'm enjoying the feedback. Even if I get 10 people to give me feedback and the real ones, that makes me happy. That keeps me going. You understand? So thank God and thank all of you.
All right, now we're going straight to movies. You're also a movie star. What are we looking forward to? Netflix or a Netflix movie, a Nigeria Brazil crossover kind of movie? Because yes, we see some American artists delving into the Brazilian part. People like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You have Dominic Toretto bringing in that. And then just recently, the song Toma Toma.
Toma. That's the Portuguese line.
Yes, featuring what's that? Tiwa Savage. Toma Toma. The song is one of my favorites. Yeah. So right now with movies, what are we looking at? Are we looking for? Are we seeing Breezy in the Nigeria movie, or a Netflix movie, or a Nigeria Brazil crossover kind of thing?
Yes, I am working on a large project, which will bring Nigerian act and Brazil act together, something like that, talking about a particular deity. You understand? Because they love deity there. They love deity. They want to talk about it. They want to hear their stories. I'm working on that, but I'm not developing it yet because it's so expensive to do. But the whole arrangement, the whole story is down already, and that's what I'm working on. I've produced 2 movies to myself. I produced Okwabuke, that's a Yoruba standard movie. I've produced My PA, you know, and those are the 2 movies I've produced myself. But right now I'm focusing on music. Music is taking a lot. It's taking a lot of energy. You know, you have to be everywhere. So I can't just be double tasking for now. Let me just boost myself with, and then let me tell you, movie and music. I will choose music first because I started doing music. It's something that nobody can teach me, that I do on my own. You know, movie, you have to go for a particular training and all of those things. I went through all those things, and I'm a professional actor. I'm a professional director. You know, but I'll still choose music over movie. So for now, I'm focusing on music.
All right, nice one. No, so Breezy, when you're not working, when you're not in the theater, when you're not in the studios, shooting movies and all that, doing mad, amazing music, when you're not traveling, what's your guilty pleasure? How do you unwind?
I stay indoor, stay with my family. I'm a family man. So my life and the job that I've chosen, as in that I chose, they are two different words. Me, I'm an indoor person. So I'm not the type you find at the club all the time. If I'm not working there, I'm not going there. So I stay indoor. I watch football match. I play snookers and tennis in my house.
What team do you support?
Barcelona, anyway.
Okay.
So I'm a Barca fan. So in England, I support Man U. Yes, I support Man U. I support Man U. So
what happened to you people yesterday?
We were arrested yesterday. It was just 1-0.
Just
1-0.
I finished you. There was drip on my hand. I was still abusing you. Because they let the other person rest. You picked the 2 teams that always disturb me my life. My younger brother is a Barca fan, and when we were playing Newcastle, we were losing. And if you see what that boy was telling me, he was telling me, was chatting, he was abusing me. Before you know, Newcastle scored again. I had to block you. He used another.
And you let us know your team now.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh my goodness.
He went there and said, if you like, block me.
I'm saying yeah.
Leave me alone now.
Let me rest.
All the way from Abuja. So you see, that's a good thing. Now I was even telling somebody yesterday. He said he's going to watch the highlights of the match. I said, oh, you didn't watch it yesterday? He said no. I said, do you watch football? He said, not really. I said, do you play football? He said, it's been long. I said, are you gay? So that's what it is. But it's good to know. Now, talking about family, how's the support like? Music business, movie business, and all that from the beginning. Popsy, Momsy. I'm a pastor's kid as well.
Yeah.
So at some point, you just knew that this is what this one wants to do with his life, and he brought all the pali, all the schoolwork, everything, certificate. Then we've done this one for you. Are you okay? Yes.
Let me do my own.
So how was the support from the home front?
Yeah, I got full support from my mom because she's my big fan.
They're always giving.
My mom, because she discovered me, she likes me singing. So, and then whenever I sing a song that I'm trying to use some kind of words, being a young person, she calls me immediately.
Sharp.
Why do you use this kind of word in this line? Why do you use this kind of line? Why do you choose this particular line? Oh, change it some other time. Change it. So she's very interested in my craft, and God bless her. May God give her a long life and prosperity.
Amen.
My dad is late now. He was a big fan too, and my family too. They want me to do music. They prefer, but my mom prefer movie for me than music. I realized that over time. But me, I've chosen this path, and that's what I'm doing. And she loves everything too. She loves entertainment.
Mothers will give you all the encouragement you want, and that's the truth. So there's one time on Facebook, my mom, somebody went under my page to say what I say, it's a lie. In Jesus' name.
Look at Odumodu Blacks too. His mom is so involved. And I love that. God bless her.
Become successful.
Yeah.
And then there was one time I saw women were saying, okay, that something happened, digressing though, that a guy through his trying period, he got married to a woman, and then when he got money, he bought a car for his mother first instead of his wife. And she bought for his wife. my mother was like, you know what the mama do for
Yes.
you don't know.
Do you know what I used to do? When I used to date in the past, if I buy my gold for my girlfriend, I give my mother the equivalent of that money.
Simple.
And she now asked me, have you bought something for your girlfriend again? I said, you don't catch me. Like, for example, I should buy my babe an iPhone right now.
Yeah.
The equivalent of that money, I will give it to my mother. And whenever she receives that money, she will see a specific amount. And she will call me immediately, you don't buy something for your babe again.
All right,
So
Breezy.
we all love our mothers.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on the show. Quickly,
Yeah.
give us the social media handles and where and how we can stream and download your music. Quickly.
Yes, guys, you can follow me on Instagram or all social media platforms at BREEZZYBAWZ. And you can find my EP album just on Audio Mac for now. And then please keep supporting me. There are a lot of songs there apart from the album. There is Godiga, there is Sote, there is Siseko, there is a lot for you to listen to. I have more than up to 20 songs now. So thank God. But keep streaming Godiga and keep supporting the brand. And don't forget to pray and work hard.
All right, Breezy says, keep supporting the brand. Don't forget to work and pray hard. Now, on behalf of WhatsApp and Galaxy Television, I want to say a big thank you for honoring us. We'll continue to do all we can to push your music to all the levels. Go Digger is out right now. Go out there on Audio Mac for now and download. Follow him also on social media. Thank you so much for coming through.